Say Redox is on a mission to make healthcare data useful and in turn enable the frictionless adoption of technology in healthcare. And I'm just going to stop there and say, how are we doing? It's June of 2020. How are we doing on that vision?
Yeah, so that kind of goes back to some of the reasons why we started Redox. I worked at Epic before. That's kind of how I cut my teeth in healthcare. And looking around the industry, it's very every time you go to the doctor's office, you could see 10 different ways that technology should and could be used to make that process more efficient and more effective for the patient experience. And so it seems like there's a lot of that technology could do in the industry. But as you start looking at all the startups out there, basically there's a startup trying to solve every single one of these problems. There's probably 10 startups trying to solve that problem with the amount of funding that we've had in digital health. So what I started thinking about and realizing was that in healthcare, we don't necessarily have an innovation problem. There's a lot of people throwing time and money in companies that trying to solve a lot of these challenges. But we have a technology adoption problem in that, they still use pagers and clipboards in hospitals, not because they don't have a software solution to get rid of those, but because they haven't figured out how to adopt them in a seamless way. And a big barrier to technology adoption is the IT barrier, which is actually setting up the systems, integrating them with the legacy EHRs, a lot of the stuff that Redox does to help enable these technologies to come to market. So that's what we mean by trying to enable frictionless adoption of technology in healthcare. That's actually one of that's our big, hairy, audacious goal at Redox, is to enable the frictionless adoption of technology. So just throw an homage to that.